learn and review for some of you guys a very important position, okay? The first position you should be learning here in our school, in our program, okay? Is the escape from the mount. I'm going to try to get over the fundamentals and how you use the position and why you use the position, when to, and the most important points I believe you need to learn. Also, when we finish the position for the beginners, very important you to understand what is going to be your next step, what you're going to be thinking about to do once you settle that position and you complete the technique, alright? So, let's go over the mount. So here's the mount position. Then we have Alessandro here on top of me, his legs on top here, his whole body is over myself, my hips are covered, so I just have my arms here, okay? This is the best position he can have in Jiu-Jitsu, okay? Other than that, just maybe the back is a position that you really want to achieve. Once he's here, he got the whole control of myself here, okay? He can grab my hands, and I'm here out of action. If I try to punch him here, I might not reach in, and my punch doesn't have much power. If I try to kick this guy here, I can even hit, okay? And he's here on top of me, he can choke me. Talking about self-defense position, he can punch me in the face. Alright, very bad situation. So what we're going to do first is protect ourselves, okay? So because we're not striking here or change of striking, I don't want my hands closed, okay? Why? Because it doesn't make any sense for me to throw punches here, and I'm very exposed here. I want to open my hands and keep my elbows here, close to my body, right? So at this way here, what happened is I use my elbows to block this guy, because as far as come up here, he starts to get more control on my arms, okay? My armpits here, he has the knees under, very bad for me. I got like less movement. So I try to use this to keep blocking this guy and keep controlling this space using myself here. From here, we have other setups, other escapes. So let's going to start with the very first one. My idea here is first try to play the action-reaction game, and since then you're going to start to understand how Jiu-Jitsu works. It's always an action based on people's reaction. And once I'm here, what I want to do is I want to keep my heels very close to my hips, okay? Because now I want to use the power of my hips to move this guy. I don't want to take him away from myself here, but I know that he's going to try to recover his balance. In 90% of the cases, when I use the movement that we call bump, okay, that I'm going to just lift my hips very explosive and high, he's going to try to recover his balance like that. Boom. Okay? As you see, just get up for a second. As close as I bring my heels to my hips, more power I'm going to generate here. So I see sometimes guys like that, you don't generate much power. So make sure you bring your heels close to your hips. And then when you lift, you're really going to create that movement, and you're going to be off balance. If you don't try to recover his balance, you're probably going to throw the guy away. You escape from the mount. But 90%, 99 maybe percent of the case, when you do, boom, he's going to recover. And that's the reaction I'm looking for. Once he pulls the arms there to recover his balance, I'm going to try to grab one of his arms. In that case here, I'm going to his left arm. I'm going to grab my hands together here. I never cross my fingers, because if for some reason he dropped away here, I'm going to hurt my fingers. So just palm together, and now I'm going to dive all the way here to his elbow, okay? The joint here is going to be weaker than if I try here close to the shoulder or high in the forearm. I'm going to expose my elbow here, because I don't want to also open too much myself. Right here, bring up as fast as I can to my chest. Boom. This hand now, grab his wrist. If I can't reach the sleeve, great, because I'm going to take advantage of the gi and try to cross his arm. Now this hand here, go all the way high here, and I grab his gi right here, okay? If we don't have gi, we're just going to do basically the same. I'm going to bring one, I cross here, I grab it one, and I just hug the guy as a hug, okay? But if we have the gi, we take advantage of that. Keep my elbows close here, hands, and I'm just going to close this out. All right? He already in for this side. Now what we're going to do, my right foot here, gonna hook up his left foot. Okay, this side here. Oh. Boom. And now, as you can see, his whole left leg side is blocking. Okay, he can't react while we grab this. And now we're finally gonna use the whoopa or the bridge. All right, that's what I'm gonna bridge over my shoulder here. And because he don't have nothing to recover his balance, I'm just gonna put him down. But I don't want to use any power. The mistake here is people try to roll. When I try to roll, he's heavy. What I need to do is I lift my hips again, hips high. Now I roll over my shoulder. Look how I use my hands, and now I go this kick. But once I realize I finish the position, I'm gonna end up on his guard. Right away, I cannot keep like this, lean myself. I keep my foot on the floor, I sit down on my heels, bring my arms here to control his rib cage. This is the position that I want. I want my elbows inside, and from here we're going to start to work to do what? To open his guard, to eventually pass and be on top and control him to after submit. At this position here, I got a good posture. This is what I'm looking for. Sitting on my heels, back stretch, and block the guy here. If he tried to come up here, I need to feel that I can control. If he tried to bring me down, but pull my collar, I can control myself here. Okay? So now let's gonna take a look just to the bridge without Alessandro, and then you guys can have an idea how we're gonna move ourselves. So this is the position I want first you guys to repeat, okay? First is the bump. It's just boom, to put the guy off balance. See that is a fast and explosive movement because I want to create reaction. Boom. Just this. After he put the hands there, I grab the arm, cross, 1, 2. Hook up the foot, and right now you lift. You bring his whole weight to your chest. And now when I start to bridge over my shoulder here, look, I use my head to look there. You imagine his whole body here, he's gonna fall. I just need to follow him and up on top. One more time the position. Any questions so far? No? Everybody know that one, right? Okay, boom. Protecting myself. I want the reaction. Make sure your hips close to your hips. All right, heels close to the hips. You want a power. Boom. Right there. Oh, see that I'm moving myself up. Right away, try to cross. Hug it. Close here. I want to lean this guy. In the same time, look my right foot. Already hooking up. I feel his foot there. If I need to move myself a little bit here, I move. Right? So now, up. Look my head looking. He already fall. I cannot stop here. I just move, boom, up. And right away, I create my posture. After this, you're going to look for grab the collar, the sleeve, the belts, the pants, and stand up. Whatever you want to do to open his guard. To after you start to find the passing to you get in the dominant position, which is the mount. From here, you're just trying to submit the guy. All right? So let's gonna repeat a little bit this, but we're gonna start with the drill. Up. Just the hips. Boom. You see that I keep my head on the floor. Always when we take the head off, my hips limited. My head is down, my hips go high. You guys have to notice that because in the fight, if you hear and try to bump the guy, your bump is weak. Your bridge is almost impossible. So right here, 1, 2. This is what I want you guys to practice a little bit, 10 times each before. The funniest thing is, I see a lot of blue, even purple belts. You guys don't know how to do this in action. If I ask here, everybody can repeat perfect. But sometimes I'm mounting some of you guys and I don't see, not even close to this escape, all right? And this should be a homework that you have to know. It's a must-know position, right? So pick partners that's going to repeat.